From the Bakersfield Californian, this is the Renegade Report.
Now the best television host of BC, Francis Mayer.
You're too kind, but I'll take it. I am Francis Mayer, Sports Information Director and host of the Renegade Report, and I am proud to be associated with the finest athletic program in the known universe, that is BC Athletics. But sometimes the sun doesn't always shine on our fair campus on the hill. Sometimes we run into rough waters, but that's why we employed the best coaches to hopefully turn it all around. Good morning, Coach Hill. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You and I have sat at this table, and good morning, Maddie.
Good morning.
Arambula. We've sat at this table, and we've talked about the softball team. At one point, we were 5-0. At one point, we were 6-0.
Yes.
And right now, I think we're creeping up on 500, right?
We're one game over 500, yes.
We are one game over 500. And there was a weird shakeup there for a bit. And we opened the season with a win over state-ranked Fresno City College. Mm-hmm. And to be quite honest, that team, it felt to me like we hadn't even seen the whole potential of them. I only thought that team was going to get better, because in the first few games, Huckabee wasn't having balls drop in. She was hitting balls right at people in the 3-hole. And you thought, well, once she starts, making good contact, this offense is really going to open up. And you guys were scoring runs. But what the heck has happened lately?
We are kind of in a funk right now. We've dropped the last 4 games. We've actually been run ruled in the last 4 games. And the first game that we lost last Thursday to Glendale, we did not play well. Bad attitudes, errors, walks, hit batters, just all around. We did not play well.
And Coach, I'm going to jump over to Maddie real quick because I see she's like trembling energy over there. And Maddie, you got absolutely a raw deal this season on a paperwork technicality that makes me want to pull what little I have left up here out. I know you're frustrated. I know you love to play softball. And when you hear Coach talk about bad attitudes, how does that make you feel to be sitting on the bench watching some of these losses unfold?
You have no idea. Like, I feel like just to see attitude happening, and like at least they get to play. Like I'm sitting back trying to take it all in, but like I just feel like they're not, or they're taking advantage of their time, being able to play out on the field. So it is frustrating. Because
you had no idea how quickly and easily it could be taken away from you.
Yeah, lesson learned, but not the way I wanted to, at least.
No, and you and I were up in the press box, and these two like perfectly put together little gals walked by, and they were like, "Hi, Maddie." Oh my God, aren't you like supposed to be playing softball? And I could just feel you clenching out next to me, and you were like, "Yeah." See, it didn't work out though.
No,
huh? How come we're not? And I was like, dude, go sit down. Go buy some popcorn. Pump some more air into the right ear and get yourself balanced out. It is painful not to be able to play.
Awful. It's awful feeling.
And what you're saying right now is you feel like there's some girls who don't realize the opportunity that's resting
right
in their little
front
hands.
of them, right? And like I know some of the girls want to go on and play like more, but just like mine was just taken away like that. I'm redshirting. I'm planning on coming out next year, and it's just a learning experience too.
Now, do you feel like you're not in the position to go out there and scream at those girls and say, "Wake up!"
Oh my gosh, I wish I could call timeout and go in that circle and say something, but unfortunately I can't.
Now, where are you on the bench during the games? Because you have texted me during some games so that I could live tweet them, and of course the citrus games. No one wants to hear about that.
No, let's not talk about that. But
there's no
I
tweeting
am
going on
right
next
next to Christy, right, like as just close, probably closer. While she calls pitches, while we do stats, like right there.
Does the game look different from where you are now?
Oh, absolutely.
What have you learned?
A lot. Like how little, like just the little things, and like Carol or Christy will make a comment, and like.
Friends, she knows her coach's name. It's just that sometimes they choose to call her Carol. Don't ask. Go on.
Well, like I see the game in a whole different perspective, and it's like incredible. I didn't know I could see it like that until I became a coach, because that was a thing I want to do in the future. So now I'm just learning more as a player for next year.
Well, and I imagine it also has to be frustrating because this isn't a team lacking talent.
No.
We have girls who go yard.
Mm-hmm.
We have Trinity Lee who could pitch every day if she wants to. We have Brooke Quidham, who's talented. We have Erin Huckabee. We have Alex Avila, who's been very consistent and is getting on base and doing
Yes.
things. And her head seems to be in the right place. I
Yes.
could be wrong.
No, Alex definitely right now is leading our team.
Right.
Defensively, offensively, the kid goes hard for every ball. Against Citrus, she decided to scrape her chin up a little bit when she collided with the fence.
Robbed a home run, though.
Robbed a home run, collided with the fence, fell backwards onto her butt, but still held onto the ball.
Oh, good for her. And thank goodness for her, because we'd probably be a little more angry than we are right now about what's going on
Yeah.
if we didn't have a scrapper like Avila out there. And part of me wants to make excuses for our girls. College isn't easy. You know that.
No, college is not easy.
And I know we just had midterms, right? I mean, people could be distracted. But then I stop and I say, wait a minute. Your dad had some serious health problems.
Yes.
He's the assistant coach. And I'm not
Yes.
trying to embarrass you, but you also are going to school. You're trying to get your master's
Yes.
degree, right? And
Yes.
you're not using any of those things as excuses.
No.
Does that kind of add to your frustration when people say, oh?
A little bit. Like, I understand athletes want to live the college life, and it's not hard. It's not easy being an athlete. It's hard. Between
Again,
study hall,
you did it.
tutoring, classes, playing softball, practice, being on the road, not getting home till 10:30 at night, being at class at 8 a.m. It's not easy. But if it's something you want to do, you have to dedicate your time to do it. And for me, getting my master's right now, like, I'm up till 2:30 in the morning sometimes doing schoolwork on top of being at work every day, being at softball practice, planning practice, taking care of all of the girls' stuff, taking care of paperwork.
She's our mom.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't get any easier.
I babysit on a daily basis for their parents.
No, I know you do. Is there one thing? Oh, and this is something I wish I could communicate to our athletes. Like, you know, if I could go back in time and talk to Frank when he was wrestling at BC, I'd say, dude, you have the rest of your life to date women, but you have this 4-year window where you can wrestle and
Yes.
keep your weight under control and do the best you can. And then after that, it's gone. And you're done.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to play softball, you know, recreationally.
Yeah.
But your time is up.
Yeah. I don't get to play every day anymore like I used to when I was in college.
Right.
Or even every summer like I did when I was overseas. Like, that times in the past, I would love to go back to Holland and play if I could, but it's just I can't anymore. And I loved my time. I miss it, but at the same time now I get something else to do. I get to help these young ladies make their lives better.
And they do need help right now. I mean, let's just cut right to they need help. Maddie, if you could tell them one thing, what would it be? If you could change one thing about what's going on right now and we get our butts kicked by Citrus. I know we had a couple rainouts, you know, and like I said, I want to make excuses for the team because I really like this team. But at the same time, it's like, God, live up to your potential. What would you change if you could change one thing?
Trusting each other. Having each other's backs. Really. That's what it comes down to.
Do you feel like there's some individuals out there?
Sometimes, yeah, especially like when our pitcher's struggling on the mound, like she has to trust her infielders or her outfielders to make an easy out. You know, if she hit her spot, it's your job to, you know, help her out.
Well, and frankly, that's kind of our pitching staff. Like Quidham doesn't strike people out really.
No.
You know, she pitches to contact. And even Trinity Lee gets quite a few ground ball outs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Majority of our pitching staff is not overpowering. Our pitching staff moves the ball and puts the ball on the corner. And when we get in trouble is when we're walking people, hitting batters, and giving up the long ball. And that's just lack of focus on the mound. And right now we have had quite a few errors. And I think part of it is mentally we're not staying strong. And
Are they not staying in the inning? Are they watching the sunshine? Or
I think beating themselves up, more of it.
when an
Yeah.
error happens, we're not letting it go.
Just
And-
kind of shoulders are down, heads down.
God, and that is the thing about baseball. Like you do, and one could say that's the thing about life. You have to have a short memory.
Yep.
And get on to
And
the
that's
next.
very true. With softball, you know what? You make an error, you turn around, you take a deep breath, you turn back around, it's gone. And that's kind of the same thing I've told them about these last 4 games. Guess what? When I look at the iPad, it says game over. We have to let it go, and we have to focus on today.
we do. And speaking of today, what's happening today, Coach?
We play Santa Monica at 2:30 today.
And how do they measure up?
They are kind of in the same spot right now in conference as we are. We are both 0-3 in conference. They are having a little bit rougher of a season than we are.
But Renegade Athletics have been very streaky in the last couple of months. You had the men's basketball team. They had a really tough January, and then they absolutely bared down in the second half of conference play, ran the table. They qualify for the playoffs. Of course, they didn't go as far as we want them to, but that was inspiring to watch. And then our women's basketball team reminds me a lot of the softball team, only seriously. Same point in the respective seasons. I feel like there is more talent on this team. I expected this team to keep getting better. And to make a step up. Is the potential still there?
The potential is definitely still there. We haven't lost the talent. The kids are still very talented. We just have kind of hit a bump in the road, and now we've got to get over it.
I know, but I know losing makes you crazy.
Yes.
Is it going to make them crazy?
I think for some of them it has made them crazy, and they are tired of losing. And I hope, honestly, today we come out and we just pound Santa Monica, and we are done in 5 innings.
That would be
Knock
awesome,
on wood.
Coach. Yes, knock
Knock
on wood.
on
Indeed.
wood.
You know, I'm going to come out and call the game because I think that we need a little pepper up in the box. So I'm going to do a little shouting. I'm going to let the redneck out to play. And I can't wait to see you play. That's at 2:30 at the Dina Nadegay Sports Complex. It's one of the finest softball diamonds in the state of California. How do we know? Because nobody wants us to come play at their field. They all want to come play here, right?
And we've been to everyone else's fields.
Right, but we
State
got
is at BC.
and state
State
championships
is here.
are at BC, but we've got to make it more of a kick in the teeth for them. They can't come in here and have the fun. So, ladies, good luck today. Arambula, I can't wait to see you play next year.
Thank you.
And, Coach, good luck today.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk to some more athletes, but these ones are tennis players. I don't understand the game, but I hope to by the end of the segment. Don't go anywhere. More Renegade Report coming up.